don't remember why I'm over here. um, I know that we completed the dungeon. I'm gonna guess I was over there because I needed bait for the fish quest or something. Yeah. Other than that, let's see. Probably Rize's social link I want to finish, so. This eerie music extends to the school. Okay, she's not here, so.
Senpai?
Sure. Actually, yesterday I inadvertently got spoiled, so that was a little unfortunate, but I already sort of knew it was gonna happen,
Hmm.
so. Oof. No need to read love letters. Cold. Ouch. That sucks.
Senpai.
You know, in general, I like Naoto's voice, but she has some really weird voice clips. That senpai she just said was really, I don't know, oddly, something about the tone.
I'll see you.
Okay, so hello IGM. I'm trying to remember what I need to do. I know I need to fish for that big legendary fish thing, but it's only when it's raining, right? So I think I need to fold envelopes to max diligence out, and that's the last one I need. How's the Naoto social link? Well, I just started the stream, as you probably knew, so I'm trying to finish up Rize's, and then I'm also doing the Fox quest. But other than that, I'm trying to focus on Naoto, so right now it's at 3, I think. Well, IGM, actually, you heard that the BB Tag announcement came out, right? Yeah, so it sort of spoiled Adachi for me, even though I already sort of suspected and somewhat knew of him because of Persona 4 Arena, but I do know that there's more to the game, so. But like I said, I already sort of knew, right? Because in Persona 4 Arena, he clearly doesn't look very nice. So the fact that he's really nice in this game just means that I was already suspicious. I don't think Rize's here, so. I have no idea where Naoto hangs out on days off. But you know, I kind of liked Adachi in the trailer. I thought he looked pretty cool. Old lady. If I can't find Naoto, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I probably should have stayed home then. Real fast beat. Oh. I've never seen this option. Why did I switch Blaze Blue mains? I went, well, there was a certain point where I realized I wasn't understanding the game as well as I would have liked. And that realization made me believe that Lambda was... one sec. Lambda was very, like, not linear, but she didn't have many options in terms of... Mainly pressure game, I think, was my biggest problem with her. So, after I went to Anime Ascension in 2019, which was my first offline major, I sort of decided that she wasn't really letting me play the game that I wanted to play, so I decided to switch. And I decided to switch, I mean, at that point I had already played like 900 hours or something of Lambda. And at that point I was like, well, I'm basically starting over, so I may as well just like play characters that, you know, try anybody. Like, even if before I was too afraid to pick up Lychee or Arcune or anybody else because, like, they're too technical or, like, it's not a good character to learn the game with. So at that point, I was just like, well, I'm already restarting basically from scratch. I may as well just pick somebody that I really like. So it was between Arcune and Lychee, and it ended up being Lychee. But, you know, all things considered, I do still have more success with some of my other characters than Lychee, depending on who I play against, because they're way, way, way simpler, and I can, because I don't have to worry about all the complicated stuff about Lychee, I have a way easier time executing a game plan. Also, yeah, Naoto's social link is, seems pretty easy to get. I've heard of these. it's really hard, actually. Well, it is pretty late in the game. And I'm already off to a late start because I didn't realize how to start the social link. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know how much time I have left, but I know I have some at least. Where is Rize? She's just not here ever, or am I looking at the wrong place? I know she's on the first floor. I thought it was the classroom building, but maybe it's this one. No. Oh wait, hold on. I need to go get bait for the day. Anyway, that's the whole reason I switched. I had already been playing 9 and Susano for a while before that, but I hadn't really committed to either of them, so Susano just became my comfort pick because I had played him so much, and he's simple enough so that I didn't have to put too much effort into him. And 9, I put more effort into learning the actual stuff. Which is still not that much, but there's little intricate things about her.
Senpai?
Excuse me. Hey man, play what you like. Despite what it seems, I don't play 9 and Lychee because they're good characters. I play them because I like... One, I like Lychee's playstyle a lot, but... Wait, is this the same one? What's going on? No, it's different.
Yes.
The Phantom Thief. I see. What a weird story arc. But, you know, it'll take a change.
I'll see you again.
Okay. Someone at the front door. Oh. Wow. That's pretty dang good. Yeah. hopefully I get this status up and then be maxed and I can finally do the beef bowl, which I don't even think gives you anything good from what I hear, but oh, that's right, aren't finals soon? It is, it's next week. Also, that question was way easier than a lot of them. That's just like common knowledge, I think. Well, I guess it's more common English saying, so maybe not so easy. There we go. Oh, I won't be able to get bait. Oh well. Serious playthrough question. Do you want to get the good ending? I don't know what you mean by the good ending, but I do know there is. So I do know that there's the Adachi dungeon, and I know there's another one after that, and I think I know how to get to it. So if that's what you mean by the good ending, then I sort of already know. Which I guess doesn't make it a blind playthrough anymore, but somebody let me know. So.
I want you to have it, Senpai.
There are questions you need to respond to. From what I
thinking about
heard,
such stupid things.
it was just
in
a question
reality,
at
there's
the
no
very
such thing
end.
as a real me or a
But if
fake
there
me.
are things during this like period of time that I need to answer, then sure, I'll go ahead and answer them. Is her persona also? Oh. That's not much of an upgrade. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I was hoping it'd be something new. All the other ones have been really like, well, for the most part, pretty different. All right, cool. A genuine dog. Ishtar? I can't say that I remember what Ishtar looks like from Devil Survivor. Also, is there game sound? I know last time I started the stream there wasn't any game sound for whatever reason. Actually, I can probably just check that. There's game sound? Oh yeah, okay, I see it. Nice. So, by the way, I know yesterday I think you said that you're not going to be able to run your weeklies anymore. Is it just because you can't get a location, or no? Is there something else? sin. What the fuck is this? That is not a good question. Okay, so food, or bait, and then now. Until it rains, I can't really finish the last fox quest. And if Naoto's not here, then hopefully there's basketball practice, because I never finished that one either. Or soccer, not basketball.
Yes.
One sec. Save. Place I want you to do. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna say soak or burn it, right? Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't just put it in the river or something? Oh, it has to be hot water, okay.
I see.
That one was fairly easy.
Yeah. You have.
I have a feeling the Phantom Thief is not a malicious person. If that wasn't obvious enough by this prize, so to speak.
Yes.
her you're glad she is a woman. Alright, I will do so. Alright, I'm gonna get some bait. And then I'll see if Naoto's in town. I don't know where she is outside of school. Actually, I saw her at the river, so maybe she's over there. Cool. Hello, Shiro. What's up? We're just, I think we're in the last parts of Persona. I should have picked a different one. I don't know. I think I'm like 2 or 3 streams away from finishing this. But, I'm leaving next week for CEO Talk, so I won't be here next weekend. Maybe, maybe I'll stream during the weekday and try and finish this up. But I also want to do prep for CEO Talk, so I don't know yet. I'll see how far I get today. This is definitely the final stretch, but there's a couple more things I need to do, and I don't know how long those things are going to take. Good luck. Thank you. To be honest, it sounds terrible, but I'm not really looking forward to playing there. I just more want to hang out with some people.
Yo!
So I'm not going to prep too seriously like I did for Anime Ascension, but I'll probably play more CF than I did the past 2 weeks. I wasn't paying attention, sorry. I'm also not looking forward to flying. Usually I'm pretty okay with flying, but the way my flights are booked, I took Friday off, so that's one vacation day. But my flight back is on Monday, which means I had to take Monday off, and it arrives here at midnight. So I'm gonna have to come in at midnight, and then oh, I didn't even realize we're in finals. I understand the feeling. Yeah, it's sort of sad that when I signed up, I was really, really excited, but now I'm definitely not as excited. Hold on, I gotta pay attention for a sec. Which muscles are weakening when you tend to rest your chin? I believe it's your back to your shoulders, right? Tell Serpent I said hi. Sure. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm rooming with him. Let's see how good my memory is. Yeah, I'm gonna be exhausted because I'm gonna come in on midnight on Monday and then I have to go to work on Tuesday. Which isn't the worst because I usually go to bed at midnight anyway, which is a bad habit, but it'll be worse than usual. But I'll drink some coffee and it'll be okay. Patagonian ice field is located between... I don't remember this. But does it really matter? Well, I guess it does matter. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna cheat just for finals because I want to be the smartest person in the class. Chill it. But yeah, I'm rooming with Serpent, Adroth, and the Evo champ for BB Tag, Shinku, and some others, but I had never met Shinku, so that'll be cool. From what I understand, he's not super going into it super competitive either for this next BB Tag one, because the new patch has revealed some things that a lot of players are not happy with. Othello? That's Shakespeare, right? The rest of those aren't even like the right answer at all. But yeah, it'll be cool to hang out with. I'll get to meet a lot of people that I only have talked to on the internet, so. South Pole. Whoa, that's no good. No BBCF tournaments until April. Are you talking about online or offline? I assume you're talking about offline. Yeah. You know, if I really wanted to, I think this is tuberculosis. Yeah. If I really wanted to, I could go to locals fairly often, but it's like a 3-hour drive. And, like, 3-hour drive one way. So, don't really want to do that. I think this is French, but let me double check. Yeah. Plus, it's like 3-hour drive into LA, which if you guys don't know is like crazy amounts of traffic. I'm gonna get bodied by Sheep, Julio, Akbali, and Lomir. Yeah. Well.
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Whoa! Where'd you guys come from?
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
This girl never changes.
It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
Guys, put on your glasses!
Big
Whoa,
problem of...
All clear.
What the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world.
Well, we already knew the worlds were linked, so...
Putting that aside, no glasses
sort
would
of
improve
had a
one's visibility in a
suspicion that,
fog under normal circumstances.
the two were going to be, like, not combined, but something would happen and affect this world.
Then, could the fog from over there be leaking into our world? Huh? You guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
Where's Teddy?
Anyways, today's the last day
Oh,
of
Teddy
exams, right?
stays at home, that's right.
Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
Yeah. I don't know, I'd be more freaked out about this than just like, oh yeah, let's finish up exams.
Hey, here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Huh. Is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side. But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened.
It's clearly not over.
But all that's left
though.
is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right? I'm sure your uncle can.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable.
Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
It's a possibility.
Hell's up with that! We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets!
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her. Or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing. It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
I totally
What's the matter?
forgot about that promise.
A Kotatsu?
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now? I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new Kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the houseware section for Nanako-chan!
Yes. What are we paying respects for?
If we're getting a Kotatsu, we'd better get some oranges to complete the set.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
I don't know, man.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something.
That's too much heat, man.
Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice
I guess
and
I've never
toasty.
lived in a place where it gets really cold, but I don't like being warm so much.
Can I still stay here? You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back.
You forgot
But
about
I don't want to go until
your
Nana-chan gets
promise,
better.
Teddy.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
It's a lot of F's.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You guys. Sensei, I'm so touched. I'll stay by your side until Nanako-chan comes home, Sensei.
Oh, that's right. There's no one but you at your place.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Yeah, we're just gonna have a Christmas party. That's the end of the game.
That's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come on. Why would we do something like that?
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days do you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Juness overcharges for things.
Ugh. Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
What? What did you just say?
Come on, baby. Don't fight over me.
No.
Stay out of this!
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
What do you think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
These are terrible choices. Is this one of those that affects the ending? I feel like maybe. I want to say it's one of these two, right? Doesn't affect it? Probably. Who's that?
That's not really for kids. It's still pretty cute. Just like the real thing.
All right, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Yes! And we'll bake the cake.
It's a lot of F's.
Of course!
Let's make it a cake to remember.
Oh, no, you're not. Are you trying to send Nanako-chan back to the hospital?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay? Nanako-chan's condition suddenly got worse.
Oh no.
The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Doctor, this fog is poisonous, isn't it? Isn't it filled with viruses? They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
Calm down, please. That's just a rumor.
Don't tell me to calm down! You're lying! We know you have medicine for this! Are you just going to stand there and watch us die?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
All we can do right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need to return to your...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Dojima-san!
Just save her. For God's sake, please save Nanako.
We'll do our best. I must ask you to step outside for the time being.
His voice sounds familiar.
Nanako.
Hey, can't you do something? This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
He calmed down,
I'm thinking,
dude.
but...
Damn it! Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her?
Why'd it turn out like this?
Nanako-chan's gonna be okay, right?
You guys still here?
How is Dojima-san doing?
His wound's opened up again. They're treating it over in his room now.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court.
Oh no.
Especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh yeah, something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs, there's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that. What the public wants is when, where, and how Namatame killed these people. And Dojima-san knows it.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh? You want to see that stuff so bad, we'll show you! Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Damn.
Hey, stop!
Whoa.
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here?
Oh no.
Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
What the hell? What's going on?
No. Nanako-chan.
Oof, it's not looking good.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan. Can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying? Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there. Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
Does that even help? Oh god.
How's Nanako?
Doctor.
Hello.
Hello, Scream.
Hey, Kasha, how's it going?
Bro.
I'm watching Nanako-chan die on a bed right now.
No!
I'm scared. Big bro. Dad and Annie.
No, not the head turn. Oh.
Nanako!
Is it all ogre?
Nanako!
I think it might be all ogre.
I'm sorry, sir.
No.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nana-chan.
Dang.
We did everything we could, but we still couldn't figure out what caused this.
I didn't think they'd actually kill her.
Did you at least max your social link?
I did.
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Hmm? Huh? Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go? His room isn't that... Wait a sec. That's the way to...
Senpai! Senpai! Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame.
Do I want answers? Is
Dr.
this
Sun said he was
important
admitted
stuff
to
here?
this hospital.
Oh yeah, actually, there's gonna be particular questions coming up that kind of
transported into the same
influence the end of
hospital?
the game.
For crying out loud, he's the suspect in the case!
What are you getting mad at me for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved.
Is this the question? I don't think so, right?
No, it's not this.
Okay.
I can't tell you that.
Just tell us where he is already! Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we don't stop him!
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
Yeah, hold on. Just what are you guys talking about?
Cough it up! Where's his room?
Yeah, toss him out the window.
Top floor in the second surgical ward. Furthest room back. But there's a police guard.
Wow, Dodgy, you suck as a cop.
This is weird music
I
for a scene like this.
was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world. Even though I was the only Teddy in that place, I still couldn't do anything.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave them permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh? The hell with you all!
Comes the question.
Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's the only one in the world.
What about me?
Call a doctor! Let go of me. I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
Dojima-san, was he seriously gonna...
His only daughter's dead. Nothing would have surprised me.
Dojima-san probably knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted. Damn it. He killed Senpai. And now Nanako and the bastard's gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right. Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
Oh no. I think I know where that sound is. Oh no, it's not.
What do you think it was?
I thought he was gonna commit Sudoku. Is this the question? Wait. 3.
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan's...
I didn't.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel? Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow!
No. Come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self.
I did find that weird. It was different, but I thought it was just because it was
didn't
like
witness his
the
shadow
killer.
returning to his body as a persona.
The final boss?
Well, I kind of knew it wasn't the final boss, but I thought it might be different.
Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed, but it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then he wasn't deranged or anything. He knew what he was doing.
To hell with the law! I will never forgive what you did!
This... Please! Stop! Huh? Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet.
Who's the shadow now?
Do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you!
Kanji...
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me. But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
Is this
What
the
do you
choice?
mean?
can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Still, what are you going to do?
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna like throw him out the window?
I understand.
Throw him into the TV.
But
Oh, I see what you're saying.
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Wait a second. You don't mean... Are you... serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
That's... but...
what's gotten into you guys? This is crazy. How can we do something like that?
Chie! Everyone, listen to me. If we're gonna do this, now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance.
Holy schmoly.
This rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook.
Holy
and he'll go around saving
guacamole,
people
man.
again. You just heard
What would
this
you do in
bastard's
this
really
scenario?
thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time?
I don't know. It's too hard to
I
imagine
can't let
myself
something
in
like that
position.
go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But Yusuke?
All we have to do is push him inside the TV. That's it. We do that one thing, and this is all over.
Just push him inside?
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
Oh, God.
Alright, so here's actually the start of the questions. You want me to give you the answers?
Sure.
Alright, so... wait a second here.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
We're missing
Missing
something.
something, yeah.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Ooh. Namatomi's true feelings?
Yep.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV! What didn't you understand?
Why he's scared?
I'm pretty sure it's something's bothering me.
Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste.
This is a long
Are you
series.
getting at something here, or are you just stalling?
We're missing something?
Yep.
Missing? Like what exactly? Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
Calm the hell down. That's the last one.
You yelled at everybody.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
I'm glad I still remember that. It looks like IGN remembered it too.
I think most of those were fairly obvious,
Hey, what
except
did you
that
mean by
one
we're
that
missing something?
I got wrong, but...
No, I think the right answer was just to throw him into the TV.
But this is the good
Hey,
ending, right?
let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
You're right. We should calm down and think rationally about this.
My guess is that
I
the
realize now
shadow
that we've heard almost
Namatame
nothing from Namatame's
is
perspective.
Adachi's persona, but I don't know for sure.
There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan.
Why did you kill the best waifu, Kasha?
But other than that point, the rest comes from our
It's because of the decisions you made that allowed her to die.
A moment ago.
Really?
No.
Okay. I was like, that would have been real sad if I let her die.
I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But... yeah, the guy's not saying anything. Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things. Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them, though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
So wait, that was the only choices that mattered, right?
Yep, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry, IGM.
Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man? Then again, that's why you're our leader. Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. Alright, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
You're gonna grind a lot. Well, if I do have to do a large amount of grinding, I'll probably do it off stream, but we'll see.
Sorry. And
you don't want to grind on stream?
I don't think that's very exciting. So if you push him in, does the game just end right there?
Yeah, I think there's like an ending sequence.
Nice.
Like, you know, the bad end.
Loki. I think I remember what Loki looks like. The worst ending, huh? What's going on? What is this? A new Bond? What are you talking about?
It's the Judgment Arcana.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
We're clearly harassing this man.
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san. If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation. And their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
Well, I can't give the score to the
fine for
game
now,
yet. I haven't finished.
He really needs his rest. Outside, everyone.
He seems
Doctor's
fine.
orders.
He clearly doesn't look very fine.
He's a doctor.
Understood.
Hello, who
We
is
should
this?
go too.
Hey, Gray.
Let's
How's
get
it
back
going?
to Nanako-chan's room.
It's going.
You feel better?
No, I'm still covered in hives. But I guess it is better. It's just
So what's this thing we're...
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
You're not done this game yet?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right?
He's getting pretty close, but yeah,
So
he's
he
not
killed
done.
his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Nice emote IGM.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano.
Are they gonna pull a triple, this is the real murderer?
Her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin
They're
with,
trying to
and
say he
no one
wasn't the real
realized,
murderer?
right?
I don't know.
I don't really get any of this.
Ugh, this is so confusing.
Thanks for the contribution, Kanji.
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Oh god, no, it's Dojima's turn to die.
What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
I don't know, Adachi. It's a miracle? Is this a cutscene? Oh.
Where am I?
Oh yeah, Teddy wasn't there for that.
He was hanging out with Nanako.
Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right. Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys, Sensei, what should I do?
What did he remember?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
She's alive.
Huh?
But if you
What did you
had
just say?
made certain decisions, maybe she wouldn't have been.
I see.
Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs
I've heard
fail,
of
but
that happening.
it does happen. But until
What?
I know why she
Where
collapsed in the
people,
first place,
like their
can't say for
lungs and
sure
hearts
how well she'll
stop, but
recover
then
from
they
here on.
revive or get resuscitated, I guess.
Yeah, there
Still,
are people who are alive who have
Nanako-chan's
been
a
like
fighter,
dead for a
and
certain
she's
amount of
trying
time.
desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan.
Oh my god.
Does she die if you don't max the social link out with her?
This is amazing!
No.
Miracles do
It's just the
happen.
questions.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the questions with Namatame.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Come on. Stop
trying, you two.
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
The doctor sounds like Don Patch from Bobo's English dub.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Big mystery.
Is Teddy being murdered right now?
Couldn't save. I couldn't save.
Maybe Namatame threw him in the TV thinking he would save them, but then something else happened.
Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
That would be a creepy job. Like, sitting here being on guard for, like, a serial killer.
It's just part of the job, right?
And he's just sleeping. I wouldn't sleep. I'd be awake the whole time watching him. Oh, shit.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
It's snowing.
Oh, it's snow. Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year.
What a happy time it came.
Freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, all right?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
This town sucks, dude. I would never live here.
Hey, but you didn't have a choice.
That's true.
And think of all the friends you've made along the way.
That's true. My cell phone has been off. Why is she messaging me?
I think all your Bond 10 social links will message you.
Well, she's the only one that's not in the investigation crew.
Well, she messaged you. She took the time out of her day to message you, even after you turned her down.
Yeah, because we're best friends.
You're an awful person. How dare you?
Sleep. That hurts. You know, it might be I end up the game all alone. What's happening?
Welcome. It's been quite some time. Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep.
You can't unsubscribe, IGM. I don't have a sub button.
I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I can solve it.
Splendid. The precise destination of this vehicle. That too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
What's right? What you should choose to do in life.
Oh, that's right. I do have
The answers to those things lie within you.
I think I need to start being more selfish.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory.
Two people.
I think you need to max out your social links a little more.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
3.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right.
7.
Together.
See, that's a lot.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction.
That's all I have. That's a good amount. 7 people that I have a genuine bond with.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will seem
Maybe
a great
Igor
change in
is
your
the
life.
real murderer.
Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing...
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Oh, that threw me off. I heard the doorbell and it sounded suspiciously like the doorbell to my house.
Hey, stop ringing the doorbell, man.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
Wait, is it still the same? Is it morning or night?
I think it's the same day.
I hear... Oh, it says early morning, I
He's
see.
acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon.
Is Junais even open?
It's okay, Yosuke's got that insider information.
It's true.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
Let's think about this, alright? Contemplation. Let me think about this. I'll be back for sure.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo
I'm
was a
pretty
mere
sure.
copycat killer.
I'm convinced that he's the one who threw him in the
Back
TV,
up to yesterday.
but I don't know if
Remember
he
when
did
you said
it
Namatame didn't have a motive to
with
kill
the
the
intent
announcer?
to kill them.
That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior, and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap!
Wow.
The bastard should have gone and
Kanji's a
saved himself.
Yasuo main, man. He told him to kill himself.
What do you think, Senpai?
Hey man, with the amount of contribution he's had to the team, he's probably a Yasuo main.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by
I
killing
think
them,
I'm right.
did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV.
Yeah.
Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
She is secretly a genius. Maybe she's
The
the
possibility
killer.
that he truly intended to save us.
Don't spoil the game,
But he's
please.
still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
Do I have to choose here? Not the copycat murderer. Which warning letter is it talking about? Oh, the one that they sent to you?
What are you gonna pick?
I think it's the... But the Alva... I think it's the warning letter, but let's see.
Warning letter? Oh yeah! Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them. Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kinda odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, don't rescue or kill?
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like, I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean... Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
Like, yeah.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to
Approaching the truth.
Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo
Let's see.
incident, there was one culprit.
So, Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first
They're
seemed.
pulling the switcheroo.
In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Who could it be?
It's G. So maybe Dachi killed the first.
Was it Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the
Wow,
announcer?
don't spoil it. You know, Chie
can't say
was
for
the only
certain
one who
yet.
wasn't actually thrown into the TV.
Thinking emoji.
We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
I'm not spoiling. It's just a theory.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan,
But
but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
there we go. There's no time to waste. Also, this is a really weird.
Hey, this place is
decor
off
for
limits.
A hospital.
I'm a
Maybe no
consultant
decor
with the
at all?
police.
Well, it's more like there's a checkered carpet.
I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
Oh, maybe it's not a carpet. It just looks like it.
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
Wait, Kasha, you never sent me the combo video.
I'd like him to
Which
accompany
combo
me as
video?
well.
The Cockroach.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Here you go.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
Did I
I'll
like the
vouch for
combo?
his
I
identity.
really like combo videos in general. But you know what? Watching
Well, I guess
there's a
it's
lot
better
of cool
dealing with the
combos
man
there.
himself.
But you know what? Watching it made me realize is Kagura has like super ideal hitboxes for combos like that.
We have our hands full
Because
with the transport
most
procedures,
characters
so the
don't
last thing we
have
need is Detective Dojima running
hitboxes
wild.
that hit all the way behind them and then hit them in a way that you can continue stuff like that.
Detective Adachi is busy
But
somewhere
because
too.
his sword is so big and he swings it like all around him, it kind of works.
This
in
is Unit
favor of that.
252. Huh? I see.
I think I still like the
Something
Azrael
happened?
combo video I saw a little bit better, but
There's
those
something
are
about
very
a
cool.
suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse
This
call
comp
line.
sucks,
I'll leave the
dude.
rest to you.
Understood. Please be
It's a
careful.
small town police officer. What do you expect?
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect...
Suspicious object. Everybody go get it.
Wow!
It could be a bomb.
That's true.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object. So he won't be gone long.
What's the object?
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
You know, I see that light over him, and it looks like an arm holding a top hat to me.
Oh no, now I can't unsee it.
What should I ask him? I'm assuming we'll get to ask all of these, hopefully. Let's just start.
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
What is he saving them from, though?
Huh? Me?
I think I'm right. I'm on to it.
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized
The Yu-Gi-Oh!
McCann's on the Midnight
champion
Channel meant to
himself?
Thus, to save her from that fate,
Did you
kidnapped
encounter
Yukiko
any
Amagi.
Venom Swamp decks?
No, I didn't encounter a single Venom Swamp deck. The people weren't aware of the meta.
Wow. Damn. I guess those cards are pretty expensive anyways.
Are
what is
they?
it, like $3,000 for a Venom Swamp?
Yeah, not even
You
expensive
couldn't
as
let
Black
her be killed,
Lotus.
so you threw her into the TV,
Well, I
preventing
mean,
the
that's
killer
the
in this
boss
world
monster.
from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
It's Chie.
Indulge us in a few more questions.
I told you, she's the only one who wasn't thrown into TV. It has to be her. I guess it could also be you.
That's true.
You know, there's those nights where it forces you to go to bed because you're
no
quote-unquote
idea.
tired. But
I
maybe
wanna
if
know that
off
too.
screen you just go around killing people.
You're right. That would be the ultimate plot twist.
What are you talking about? I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
What are you guys all up to?
Believe me?
Streaming for some.
Yeah, participating in Kasha's stream.
Did they find it? Did they find the one who did such
I'm
cruel
watching
things?
Darius do UCOD.
Mayumi.
He's doing UCOB?
Yeah.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the
He's got
culprit
like a
rests
bunch of
on
people
you.
who've already cleared with him.
We know
but,
about the other world.
You know, still.
In fact, we're
He's going
the
hard in
only
the game
ones who can
nowadays.
fully understand what you
I
have
mean,
to
he's
say.
almost done with all the content, so he's gonna quit soon.
Yeah.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first, but now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Dang, 30 minutes ago, they were about to throw him in the TV.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
See Scrim Chie standing distant from the party in the back.
Further solidifying my theory.
All right.
You know, he's technically still a criminal because he ran from
Soon
the
after
police
my
and
affair with
injured him.
Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi,
2007?
where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon
Well,
shows.
I'm gonna go continue watching the show I was watching. I was just coming to say hi.
Sounds
Gonna see if
good.
you guys want to play minerals later, maybe.
I cost her
I
so
will
much
after
trouble.
my raid.
Sure.
Oh,
wanted to
I
at
forgot
least
you're raiding tonight.
apologize to her,
Probably not then. Because
but
I
I
will
couldn't
not be
even do
awake
that.
because I have to work tomorrow.
That also sounds alright. Well, if it is later, it'll be after the stream, so I guess that's fine.
I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard
I'll
some
be back.
time ago
Maybe.
came back
We'll
to
see.
me.
Depends on how much I just want to watch.
Sounds
Had a lot of
I had nothing
interaction
better
this
to
weekend,
do,
so
I sat down blankly in front of the TV and
I'm tired.
watched my own reflection.
I might be back. Take it easy.
See ya.
And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV.
He would have died.
I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work,
You okay?
I was fired on the spot,
Sorry, I just-
as I expected.
I was just
That
watching
wasn't
Darius
what
do
broke
Yuko
me,
open. He's actually pretty far in the
Was
fight, but
Mayumi
he just fucked up really badly.
Being found dead.
He's just getting carried like a
Not
scrub.
just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
I mean, it's a lot easier when everybody else knows the fight really well, but yeah.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again. And I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
Where is this midnight
I remembered that when Mayumi was
Well,
alive,
I guess maybe
she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated.
Ooh, he lived through a comet.
Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business.
Family
I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good. There's a lot of exposition going on, but I guess it's revealing like the whole story, so it makes sense.
After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain.
That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on! Please!
And then she died. Oof.
The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been
Dang,
something
so he
I could have
kind of
done.
tried to do the same thing that we did.
There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling.
Such a whack reasoning.
And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again, and I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate?
He's so crazy.
Wasn't
Never
my
mind.
mission to save people?
This guy's nuts.
But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
And so I became a kidnapper.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break. You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will... Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew. You couldn't even get out of that place on your own. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
That's so weird. He's doing like exactly what we're doing, except he didn't do it in the right way.
What did I miss?
You missed the whole exposition.
Did you see that Namatame's actually the killer and he's just lying to you?
Oh, I didn't see that. I was just saying it's so weird because he basically did what we're doing, but he didn't do it in the right way.
Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
Yeah, Yosuke.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people.
But it was
The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please find whoever's behind
We're
this.
just chatting
You children
with
are the
my
only
bro
ones who know about that world.
Namatame.
So the police officer's just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just let you leave now.
Yeah, the police in this town suck.
It's all clear now. He never committed any
He's
murders.
listening in.
It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
Did we just get two social links in the same, like, cutscene?
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen.
Why does he sound exactly like Dojima?
Better not
he's a
see you
cop.
rascals here again.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on
Oh
out.
no, there's another top hat in this room too.
Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow.
God.
We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
Don't
It's time
make
to
me.
time to split up and look for clues, gang.
This is the worst part about this game. Although, I guess this time it actually makes sense. Because the other times it just felt like they could have just been like, oh, we found them without being like, oh, I need a clue. Man, alright. The Kagura meme mix-up. What is that? Okay, so... What the fuck? That's so weird. Or just going up to random people and being like, hey, about those murders, huh?
It's a small town. It's more acceptable.
Oh no, the guy by the bookstore has lost it. Oh. There's still a lot of things unanswered, actually, but it'll probably explain it once somebody is revealed.
Well, 1 second.
So you do 5B, 2B, 6B, and the J. What is J5DB? Is that Katama? Wait, now I have to question them on this other one? Oh, God. The sunset. Yeah, I was about to say, you can't see it. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Okay, so do I have to go back and retrace my steps and talk to them again about the other things? Yes, oops, wrong person. Hey, fuck you, buddy. To everybody and then go to Judas. Okay. First, go to Junis. Is there gonna be a third option I have to ask them about? How did he know I'm on to this game, IGM. I figured it out. That is true. That was messed up, man. You can't do that. Also, I think I talked to everybody here, so maybe I gotta go somewhere else. Let's try the riverbank. Are you serious? Nobody's here. Serpent was a bully? What do you mean? What do you mean he's a bully?
I'm back, and I see I'm being insulted by IGM.
Yeah.
I am not a bully. I'm a friend to all.
Yeah. Wait, what the Hey lady, I'm trying to find out clues. Alright, maybe the dog will tell me something. Oh no, the dog's dying. Alright, so
It doesn't look very healthy.
I think I talked to everybody, unless school's open. No, school's not open. So what I gotta do? Do I have to call everybody to Junes? Let's talk to her again. No. I didn't mean to do that. Food court. Wait, what did it say? I talked to everybody. This is bullshit. Okay, so the first option I don't need anymore, it seems. Okay. Wow. Do I have to talk to the guy in the armor shop? Nope. You're gonna let me suffer? Oof.
That's what you get for playing 9.
players have it hard. We don't have a run.
Laughs in Tager.
You're right. God, it was one woman that I missed.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled
Oh, yeah,
this
there's
off
also
without being
potential for
seen
a
by
bad ending
anyone
here, I
in this
think.
small town.
Really?
Because you're gonna start to there's gonna be some questions and you have to try and figure out who the real killer is. But since you already know the answer is Chie, it should
That's
be
not
easy
what I meant.
to get to
But then again,
the
I guess
conclusion.
we might as well take.
You're right.
I'll
I've
have
got
a crab
her
and egg fried
right
rice.
where I want her.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
That sounds good.
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
You see that? She has an angry, frowny face on her jacket. She's the villain.
And I'm sure you know, but in Persona 4 Golden, she has
So,
a different
to sum
voice, because it's a different timeline. This Chie, we found her to be
There
the murderer
really
and she was
no
killed.
new information. The end?
So then she has a different voice in the other timeline of Golden.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed. Now that over half a year has passed, there wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
She
Yeah,
murdered people
that or
because
the
you
Midnight
friend-zoned her.
I asked
But
around
wait,
about
I
Teddy
friend zoned
too,
her
but no one's
after
seen him.
people were already thrown in the TV.
Well, maybe that was the point for if you didn't friend zone her, the murders would have stopped. You'd have got the
I
happy
wonder where he
ending.
could have gone.
I see.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss
I'll be right
Yamano,
back again.
as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without
It's
arousing suspicion.
Chie. She's the only one that fits all of these conditions.
I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Why are both of us going outside?
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this will help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing.
Are they all gonna come outside one
Hey, is
by
it
one?
snowing? Too bad the fog's
Pick
so thick.
Naoto as the
The snow
killer.
just gets
She's
lost in
not
it.
the killer. We already know who the killer is.
What's the matter?
Oh, you can actually pick. That'd be funny.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage
Yeah, we
and
can
hide
just
critical
accuse him
information.
because of that. We don't actually have evidence.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time
Are you
now.
saying it's not Chie?
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it.
I totally forgot about that.
That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time,
This
but
is like some Phoenix Wright level reasoning, though.
it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
This seems important, so I'm gonna say it. But I think we need to confirm this, sorry.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on
Wow,
it.
way to just directly call
The
him.
transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
It's getting real interesting. It's pretty interesting that you can accuse anybody, though.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? He told me he snuck out of his room again.
The bully part
I
of
assure you,
Circle
we've made it
Street.
clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first 2 murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Hey.
Is this more of your detective's
Dojima's
intuition?
pretty good with his intuition.
He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something
Did I
with Adachi-san.
friend zone Dojima? I maxed his social link. Oh boy. Alright, hold on. Save again. Yeah, I mean...
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice.
Actually, I would have picked the first one. I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped. Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm back again.
It's looking pretty suspicious for Adachi.
Did you find out who the killer was?
I don't know.
Your accident was right after that. And what with one thing and another?
Seeming slippery, huh?
Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Actually, I was
Just one
helping
more
my
thing,
dad fix the
please.
toilet. Easy Susan dodged me.
We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
We're getting real into the meat of things.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in. What did you just say?
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Hey, what the fuck? You guys just let him run away. You're supposed to be blocking him.
Adachi! Ah, damn it! Adachi!
Oof. You guys are the worst blockade I've ever seen.
Hey man, they grew up in Nineveh. You can tell how bad the police are doing their job.
That's true.
I swear
Where
we ran
did
this
he
way.
go?
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Hey dude, Chie's looking out the window. Suspicious.
Did you find him?
She's signaling to her partner.
I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked. We didn't find him anywhere.
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be
Just
lasting
strap him
damages.
in the bed, man.
Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right.
Cross up
Sorry.
command grab.
You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
Gee, I wonder where he is.
Did you get your social link with Adachi up?
He hasn't left this ward yet? I
You're
don't
right, I
think
think
he
you can only use a
would.
social link in Golden.
Could he have...
I didn't know you could get one in gold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had two new
I
social
think
links, which
so.
was Mary, who doesn't exist in this game, and Adachi.
If
He has
he's
his
the
own social
killer,
link.
he can go through, right?
I think he's hiding under the bed.
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Fuck it, let's go in. No, they're gonna be like, no, we need
I
to
think it's
prepare.
too dangerous to go in. We're not 100% positive he used this TV. And on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like all... It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one
Extremely suspicious. He's practically confirmed at this point.
That's pretty suspicious.
It is pretty suspicious. So suspicious that I'm, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I think it's Adachi and Chie. They're working together.
And it's all your fault.
Because I friend-zoned her.
Because you friend-zoned her. The only one who would love her was Adachi.
Oh no. Oh god, what happened? Oh, it's Teddy. Oh god, don't look straight at me, it's
Sensei?
creepy.
Why are you here?
At least it's not Shadow Teddy's looking
I
straight at you.
see.
That's true.
How mysterious. There are so many things I don't know about, but I did realize something. I've been thinking all this time about who I really am, but I couldn't find the answer. I was no one from the start. Humans live in the other world, and shadows live in this world. From the beginning, that's all there was to it. I was just a shadow in that world.
Oops.
You're always so kind, Sensei. I figured something out. That day at the hospital, I realized that I really can't do anything. As soon as I thought that, I lost consciousness. Then when I woke up, I was inside the fog. Shadows can't stay in the human world. They aren't allowed. I walked and walked, but there was nothing all around me. Just when I started thinking that I couldn't go anywhere, I heard the noise of a car, and then I was here. I remember lots of things now. My world is a place shaped by human thoughts. One day, a shadow living in that world awakened to human emotions. But humans and shadows are completely different entities. So he made himself forget that he was a shadow. He wanted to forget. He wanted people to like him. And that's how he came to look like this. I really am stupid. What the other Teddy said before, in the end, it was all true. No matter how much I search for myself, I have no self. There was no me to begin with. I'm just a shadow that took a different form so humans would like me. It would have been better if I had never remembered. But I did. I'll probably turn back to a regular shadow soon. Oh yeah, Sensei, one day, when you meet Nana-chan in heaven, apologize for me. Tell her, I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. Tell her, I'm really
Oh
sorry.
yeah, that's right. He doesn't know that she's alive.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, they already went to him.
Nana-chan's... Wow, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. Glad that I could at least hear that. My heart feels so much lighter now. I'm starting to feel sleepy. What a strange place. It feels
This
so
must be the
soothing.
last Teddy socially.
It's not like my world.
Yeah, then he dies.
Something just feels so nostalgic about this. Could this be your dream world, Sensei?
Yeah, get out of my dreams.
Aha. But I wonder why I met you here. What am I supposed to do now?
You can stay here.
But I don't know what to look for, or how to find it. No matter how hard I think, there's too many things my little brain can't understand. But I do understand one thing now. I'm glad that I met you,
Nice. I don't like it when he's frozen, standing still, looking straight at me. IGM, no. You're gonna make people be like, Tiger's annoying and broken. He's too powerful.
Don't worry, only the people who are really bad at the game think that.
Yeah, that's true.
But I have to get going. This is your place. It doesn't seem like somewhere that I'd be allowed to stay. Goodbye, Sensei.
Hey, what the fuck?
It seems the words in your memory weren't the only things you summoned here. This is
Wait,
a
is
room for
Teddy
guests
gone
who have an
forever?
ego that can be nurtured.
Yeah, he's dead.
What the fuck?
Shadows, mere fragments broken off from the ego, have no place here. The water's strength has moved a single stone that had stopped. Very.
But I spent so much money buying Teddy equipment. He had an attack buff
It's
for
about
the
time
party.
we departed once again. This vehicle is still on its journey. There is no reason to tarry here for long. Margaret?
We're ready to go. Let us depart.
He's coming back. I would hope so. That'd be a really whack way for him to just disappear.
You are
No, he's just
every
dead.
bit the guest I had
I
anticipated.
hope not.
Now it's time for you to return. I am even more intrigued now.
We'll be waiting for your next visit.
How come Margaret didn't get into BB tag?
Because she's worse than Elizabeth.
Really?
Well, I personally prefer Elizabeth over Margaret.
I can't say much because I didn't play Persona 3, but...
How did it go? Did you find Teddy?
No, and no one's seen him either.
Oh, that annoying little furball. Just when we're at a turning point in the case, too.
We have no choice. Let's pursue Adachi for now.
Is he just gonna be there when I get into the TV or what? Actually, wait, isn't he the one that takes us out of the TV world?
Whoa! Look how dense this fog is. It's gotten even worse than before.
What the? There's this malicious aura everywhere. It feels completely different from the last time I was here. I think we'd better hurry. Give me a sec to try finding Adachi.
Oh my god, please don't tell me I have to look for clues or some shit.
Does this mean both this world and ours are getting messed up?
Our glasses work on the fog on the other side. It can't be normal. And I heard more people are falling ill because of the fog. I wonder what's going to happen.
I sense him. Adachi's definitely in here.
He's the killer.
Are you
Teddy?
serious? Which way?
No, Adachi.
Hold
Maybe
on.
it's Adachi, Teddy, and Chie.
Maybe the
Looks like
whole
you did come to this
investigation
side.
crew is in on it except for you.
Well, that settles it. There's virtually no doubt remaining that he's the true culprit. Once we capture him, solving the mystery of this world and the rest of the case can't be far behind.
Then maybe we'll find out where Teddy came from, too. Man, where is that bear anyway?
Well, I can say for sure he's not here. And I know Adachi is here, but I can't track him down myself.
Yes.
Hey, Gray.
Ted,
What's
why
up?
aren't you here when we need
see you guys later.
most?
See you, Gray.
Alright, see ya.
This place. Huh. I see. I came back, but it really doesn't matter. I'm completely useless.
Is he gonna murder Nanako?
Nana-chan, I'm so sorry.
Teddy? It is you, Teddy. I heard your voice. You said, hang in there.
Yeah.
I heard my big bro and everyone else too.
Hey.
Nana-chan, hold on. I'll get the doctor.
It seems she's asleep again.
Nana-chan told me that she heard my voice. She heard me say, hang in there.
It could be that her frankly miraculous recovery was because everyone's voices.
That's not a medical solution, doctor.
Even unconscious, people are capable of hearing others' voices.
My voice. And theirs too. Everyone.
In any case, there are too many things we don't understand about her condition and what caused it. We're doing our best, but it's difficult when everything about her illness is a total unknown.
Unknown.
Well, if anything happens, please send...
Am I allowed to pause the scene right here? No.
If I'm an unknown
There's
being,
a part in the background that looks
change
really
is
weird to
unknown
me,
too.
but it's covered up by the text box, so...
Is it the top hat?
No, it's, you see, like, where it says Teddy, and then the thing behind that, it's like a red rope or something. It looks extremely 2D to the point where it's like a sticker slapped on the side.
Yeah, like in like the bottom left.
Yeah.
I see.
So all I have to do is make them not unknown. Nana-chan's doing her best. Sensei and the others, I'm just a shadow. But Nana-chan cheered up when she heard my voice. So what if I'm just a shadow? There must be something I can do. I can't just give up thinking about things. That's why I came back here. Right, Nana-chan?
What's it gonna look like? Oh, it looks pretty similar. Nice.
Right. I need to get back to the others. Hang in there, Nana-chan. I'll be...
I just want to see Adachi, dude. Is he gonna go full tear me on me, or...
It's no use. I can only tell that Adachi is here, not his exact...
Rise-chan.
If only Teddy was with us.
Didn't he say his nose is practically useless now? And could he even help us find that bastard?
Nope. He'd be no help at all.
Dang.
But he was always there to support me whenever.
They're just trashing on
That
him.
bear's a
now.
loudmouth, but he's nice to have around. He's always so full of energy.
He's lighthearted and always optimistic.
I'm alright. I just got a little dizzy. The fog's so dense. It's hard to see through it.
Why don't we call it a day? It won't do us any good if you collapse.
I agree. If Rise-san became fatigued, even if we found Adachi, our capacity in battle would be reduced. Moreover, it's almost
Hey, wait, they
nighttime.
don't have...
We should
she
return
doesn't
to
have
our
her
world
glasses
for the
on.
present.
Does that mean she's gonna die?
Maybe she's the killer too. She can see through the fog without the glasses because she made
Damn it! We came so far to run smack into a dead end.
I know he's in there too. What's wrong with me? My powers are completely useless.
Yeah, they ganged up on one
Teddy?
person and murdered them.
You little... Where the hell were you?
What's he doing here? The murderer!
sorry.
He's watching you!
Oh no. He's the fourth one.
Idiot! Bad bear! Bad! You're so late! Who do you think you are?
Rise-chan? Are you faking?
No!
That's a lot of tears. That's also
Sorry.
suspicious.
I want to help you all again.
You know how much trouble you caused, you dumb bear? Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry. I figured out a lot
Actually,
of things.
now that I think
Stuff
about
about
it,
me.
Yosuke and Kanji
that
wanted to
world.
kill Namatame by throwing him into the TV.
I wanted...
They're also suspicious.
Yeah, they were very adamant about it too. And Dojima wanted to get him too.
Oh no. Who is that leave left? Yukiko, she's the only one.
In fact, it was Adachi who didn't want him to go there. Maybe Adachi's the innocent one.
Shadows are suppressed human
It's
thoughts
the
given
next
form.
layer. Adachi thought he was
Everyone has
saving
them
them.
inside.
Wait, you say you're a shadow, but you didn't attack us. And you kept telling us from the start that you wanted to bring peace and quiet back to that world, right?
But in the end, I was just an ordinary shadow. Nothing special about me at all. I did everything I could until now to try and make my world peaceful. But instead, the weird fog started seeping out into this world too. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If I really was special, then maybe...
Looks like
It's no
just
big deal.
me and Yukiko are innocent. That's why
I mean,
she's sitting
we
next
weren't
to
expecting much from you in the first place.
That just makes him more
And about you being a
suspicious.
shadow, we pretty much fit.
You're right.
Because remember, you also friend zoned her.
And her
What
inn
do you
is where
say?
the announcer was at.
Here I am, pouring my heart out to you, and you say you thought I was something
Maybe
like
this
that
has all been one giant scheme and the whole town is in on it.
normal person would think such
no.
a pretty bit.
And the shadows are the innocent ones.
It's true that
You've
you
been
may
killing
have been
innocent
born
people
that
this
way,
whole time.
Oh,
but you now
no.
possess the power of persona.
I'm the murderer.
A shadow is suppressed power. Once controlled
And
by
now
the
we've
ego,
come
it
full
becomes
circle.
a persona. Doesn't it follow then that you must have developed an ego? Whether the ego masters its shadow or the shadow awakens to its ego, the only difference I see is the order in which the process occurred.
Oh, Teddy's practically human then.
YouTube link.
I'm the same as humans?
Oh boy.
You keep trying to figure out who you are, just like all of us here. You can't do much on your own. You really aren't that special. See?
Oh god, those are huge tears.
Thank you. I'm so glad I'm...
The rest of us were pretty much a group of misfits to begin with, too, right? You fit right in, man.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I beg your pardon? Who are you calling a misfit?
Exactly.
Isn't that just you, Senpai?
Hey, that's not something a detective would say. Or an idol either. Gee, stop crying, will ya? Now's not the time for that. While you were gone, we figured out who murdered the announcer and Senpai. It was Adachi.
Huh? Adachi? That total goofball? Wow. I didn't notice at all. Looks like I'm pretty blind to that sort of thing. But you all know him. If you can't find someone like that, I don't think I can help you.
Like I said, we're not expecting much from you.
Well, the main thing is, it's hard to get pumped about this without someone nice and fuzzy around.
Yeah, what Kanji said.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right, now that the band's back together, let's take...
It's been a while, but I'll do my best to look for him too.
Yay. Now we can go to the TV world where Adachi's trying to protect the innocent shadows from our murdering gang.
Why are you trying to kill innocent people?
I didn't realize the truth. The only way to save them is for me to stop playing the game. But maybe I want to murder them.
You know, I don't know if it's in this game or not, but in Persona 4 Golden, one of the bad endings you can get is if you just, when you find out Adachi's the killer, you can just kind of team up with him and let him get away and drain all the evidence.
I'll give it a try, but... If Rise-chan couldn't find him, I really doubt someone with a dry... I do smell a Dachi baby in here, but the fog is completely...
Teddy, you can't do it either?
You guys need to do the
When
fusion
you look
dance.
at me with those eyes, I get
Rise
this
and
feeling.
Teddy?
Yeah.
This is my time to shine! Ooh, I'm getting something!
He's going Super Saiyan.
Teddy?
Hey, quit wandering around. You better not flake out on us again.
He's getting away.
Huh? I sense it from this away.
Is it Itachi?
How do I put it? It's kinda hazy, but at the same time, it feels like I've got a whopper on the line.
I don't get it.
Very suspicious. This definitely smells, but that's weird. If I remember right, that's where Sensei Yosuke and Chie-chan came from when I met them for the first time.
Because we're the murderers.
When we first... What was that?
Well, yeah, there was actually one
In
game
that
I played,
creepy-ass
an
room where all the
RPG. I
faces
don't
on
know
the
if you'll
posters
ever
were
play it.
cut
It's also kind of old, so I don't think it's really spoilers. But
Yep,
yeah, in the
there's
like midway
someone
through,
there.
when you found out who the traitor was in the party, it turns out it was the protagonist all along.
Teddy,
Is
you
it
really are
Tales of the
amazing.
Abyss?
No, it's not. But Tales of the Abyss has a different kind of
It was just
weird
dumb luck.
protagonist.
It's because that's where I first sensed
But yeah,
Sensei
in
and the
particular,
others.
in the game, you played
why it
not
kinda
necessarily
smelled
as a
over
human
there.
character, but you're like a guardian spirit
Ah,
who
I
possessed the
see.
main character.
Wait, did you say it
Uh,
smelled?
and yeah, so that was
Wasn't that the
mostly for
room
most of the
where
game. And
Yosuke
then
had
like
to go to
midway
the
through, when you
bathroom
found out who the traitor was, it turns out like it was the guy you were possessing this whole time. And apparently
You're
you knew about
saying
his plan, but you didn't approve of it, so he would use a spell to wipe your memory.
Ew, I don't want to hear it.
Dang.
Oh, you lie so bad! Dude, I did not piss my
Actually,
pants!
so it's one of my favorite video game twists.
She
You never suspect the
spreading
character you're
random
playing
rumors
as
about
was
stuff
the
like that.
evil one all along.
That is true.
Well, it happened so long ago. My memory's kind of fuzzy, you know?
Okay, guys, enough fuzziness. Follow me.
Which game
The
is that? It is, I was gonna say Tales of, no, it's Baten Kaitos. Baten Kaitos? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, yeah. I have that game. I didn't play it though.
Oh, yeah, it's for the GameCube.
I haven't heard you
It was
crack up in a
actually one of my
while,
favorite
Yukiko.
RPGs growing up.
Though I really
It
wonder
was
sometimes
also
about
a
your sense of
2-disc
humor.
game.
Was it?
I believe so.
I own it, but I don't remember it being 2 discs.
I'm pretty sure.
Actually, funny enough, that game had a very unique battle system, which I never understood while playing the game. I never played the battle system correctly, like ever. And because of that, when I got to the final boss, I couldn't really beat him very easily. So I grinded to like level 90 to beat the boss, when in reality, you could probably beat the boss at like level 50.
Damn.
But I just didn't understand the battle system.
I noticed her first, and she just had to run off and have an affair. Who's there?
What the fuck is that face?
Oh, it's you guys.
Who's
You're
there?
very persistent. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he looks
You're not lying your
completely
way out of this
innocent.
one, damn it! Just being here proves it! Answer us! You're the one who threw Ms. Yamano into the TV, aren't you?
It was an accident. She started struggling. What else was I supposed to do? I called her out to the lobby because I wanted to ask her something, and then she started getting hysterical on me.
No, hey, it's gonna flashback to when Chie killed her.
Who are you? And what's this something important you called me out here for?
What they say on the news isn't true, is it? All that talk about you having an affair and whatnot, it's all a lie, right?
Why do I have to explain myself to you?
I see. So you don't deny it.
Is this his whole motive? I hope it's
Caught
not.
my eye. But it turns out you're another worthless bitch.
What's wrong with you? Don't make me call for help.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! I think you need to see what it's like to fear for your life. It'll get your head straight.
What are you going to do?
Why didn't you call for help for you?
She fell in. Wow, so people can go completely inside.
I'm kind of disappointed, I'm not gonna lie.
Good thing for me, no one else was around there in the middle of the night.
That happened in our lobby?
I learned about the Midnight Channel through some rumor. You hear a lot of fishy stories like that on the force. But it was pure coincidence that I touched the screen and discovered my power. I burst out laughing when I found out. I knew right away that this was going to be interesting.
So you tested it out on Mayumi Yamano?
Nah, it was nothing like that. I'm a very sincere fellow. I was just trying to punish the stupid bitch a little for betraying me. Yeah, putting them inside the TV was never the plan. But you know, both Mayumi and that dippy high school girl struggled for no reason.
Then you were responsible for Saki-senpai's death!
Saki? Oh yeah, her name was Saki Konishi, or something like that. At first I just called her in because of work-related stuff, her being the one who found Mayumi's body and all. And naturally, if there was any chance she'd seen something,
I see.
I'd need to know, right? So I was all set to be a nice guy to her, and then that bitch.
The egocentric police dick.
Okay, that's a
What's
tiny
this about
TV.
anyways? Didn't you call me in for more questions?
Well, we'll get to that. But you know, I saw you this afternoon. You were getting pretty cozy with that Namatame. Huh. So I'm not good enough for you. Well, I know how to deal with girls like you.
No!
God, these high school girls today. This world's gone straight to shit. When I was in school, I wasn't allowed to do anything but study my ass off. I was supposed to be the best of the best, and instead they stick me in the boonies. But I guess I got this sweet power to make up for it. Life's not so bad after all. Get on your knees and beg, and maybe I'll let you out. Yeah, like that'll happen. As if I'd walk into a death trap like that.
Damn.
It was a lot easier the second time. High school girls are thinner, you know? Lighter.
You son of a bitch!
Come on, give me a break. I didn't know it was dangerous inside the TV. It's not like I was trying to kill them. I mean, I'm sure they hit on Namatame, not the other way around. A council secretary will one day rise to public office himself. Mayumi and that high schooler were just gold digging. They got exactly what they deserved. I didn't do anything wrong at all.
Shut the hell up! You knew from what happened to Mayumi Yamano that people die in here!
So what if I knew? Nah, he called the police in the middle of the night, just after they found that Saki girl's body. The rest of the force had their hands full with the double homicide, and it happened that I was the one who took the call.
Namatame said the police refused to take him seriously. You were responsible for that then.
Oh, quite the contrary. If anyone else had taken the call, sure. But I actually did believe him, you know?
Oh man, I thought he was gonna go full terror me crazy.
No, he's more like a cynical, egocentric, crazy.
Darn.
And now you're seeing a girl in a kimono on that weird program, and us to believe something like that.
But it's true! If there's any way the police can protect her...
Listen, there's no way the police are going to make a move based on a fantasy story like that. It does sound interesting, though.
But...
Oh, I have an idea. If you really want to save her that much, why not do it yourself? Like, you could shelter her somewhere. Someplace where no one could find her.
Where no one could find her?
Wow.
Save her yourself. You can do it. I'm busy, so I'm hanging up now. Bye.
Isn't that amazing? Of all the people who could have received Namatomi's call, it ended up being me. Talk about luck! All I did was give him a little push, and he completely bought into his vision of this world. The more people you guys saved, the more he'd kidnap. Both sides had the best of intentions, so the game of cat and mouse would never end. It was awesome.
You gotta be shitting me!
Why? What reasons could you have for doing that?
Reasons? None, really. I could do it, that's all. And it was fun. I guess that's my reason?
You murdered people just for the fun of it?
Come on, all I did was put people in here. I didn't murder them. And Namatame did most of it. I had nothing to do with any of you.
You're just dodging the blame!
Yeah? Then how would you prove it? He put people inside TVs? You think the police are that stupid?
God, what a jerkwad!
I do admit, though, I never thought you guys would manage to track me down.
Didn't Dojima-san pretty much
I
track
like
him
that.
down too?
Games like this gotta have surprises or they get
What are you
boring
talking
fast.
about?
The police are
haven't done anything.
It's like when I dealt with that Kubo kid. That was fun, too.
Then, you mean to say that Mitsuo Kubo's disappearance was your doing as well? I did sense something odd in his course of action. If he had special powers and wanted attention, why resort to a regular copycat crime? But that wasn't the case. Kubo had no such powers. In fact, he was thrown in by you. Am I correct?
It had been a while since I last put someone inside the TV, so I really got a kick out of that one.
Why did you do that? And how come Mitsuo didn't say anything about you?
You think that didn't occur to me before I did it? Come on, I'm a detective. I let him through to a room at the station with a TV, switched off the lights, and did it quick while he was still startled. As long as he didn't see me push him in and no one else did either, no one would believe him, even if he survived. Of course, I don't think the Kubo kid ever figured out what happened.
Wait, the police station?
Yeah, he turned himself in pretty quick, actually. This was back when we didn't even know enough to issue a search warrant. But the other officers decided it was just a prank, so they pawned him off on me. I didn't blame them. I mean, a kid coming and saying, "I did it all, it was me." Who'd believe him? But it looked bad. I didn't think anyone would come forward and take the blame for all the incidents. The police were desperate to pin it on anyone. If this kid really did it, they might have announced the case was closed. And if that happened, Namatame would stop saving people. I couldn't let that happen, or the game would be over. That's why I told the others I sent him home. I came up with the idea to put him inside the TV on the spot.
The game would be over? You threw him in just so your fun wouldn't
I
end?
don't know why they're acting so surprised. Like, this is like the 4th or 5th time
You
where
gotta
he
have
said
some
just for
excitement
fun.
in life, don't you agree? But then you guys put your foot in it yet again and ruined my fun. Thanks to you, Kubo was arrested again, and everyone acted like he was the true culprit behind it all. Couldn't they see how
Did
badly
you just say
he
for
copied the
fun?
crime scene?
Oh my god.
It worked out in
How
the end,
could
though,
you?
because good old Namatame kept saving people. I guess the guy started to develop some kind of messiah complex, huh? What an idiot.
This is all a game to you.
Did you say
Dare
for
you murder
fun?
people? Saki-senpai for such a stupid reason! You bastard! I'll never forgive you!
You can keep your forgiveness. Our world will probably become just like this place soon enough anyways. Didn't you notice? The fog's leaking out. Everything on that side's pretty much screwed. The two worlds will merge soon, and then there'll be no difference, no sides anymore.
What the hell's he talking about?
Why are they merging though?
This isn't his real body. The real Adachi is somewhere else.
But this guy feels different from an ordinary shadow. It doesn't seem like he's going berserk.
Wow, you can tell that much? This me is just around to greet you guys, and thank you for wasting your time by chasing me in here. I'd say this world has taken a real shine to me. I feel like it's giving me everything I've ever wanted. And the monsters don't attack me at all. Maybe they can tell we have the same goal.
The Shadow's goal?
By the end of the year, Inaba will disappear completely into the fog. Soon, this place will be reality. I'll be in this world, so if you want me, come and get me. This world has a mind of its own. We'll see which of us it favors.
Keep your bullshit to yourself. It's about time you shut the hell up. We'll finish this right now!
What a chump! Didn't I just tell you the real me is somewhere else? I'll be expecting you all. We'll put an end to this.
Get back here, you!
It was a hologram this whole time.
World's mind and
Did he say
this
for
place will become
fun?
our reality.
Ah!
Oh my god.
The rest of his
How
confessions
could
were
he?
consistent. We'd best proceed under the assumption that it's no lie.
It felt like he's gained some strong power after coming here.
Not only that, maybe he got taken over by that power.
So what he said about the two worlds becoming one, that's really gonna happen?
Didn't he say that it would happen by the end of this year? What happens then?
I think he means this world will engulf the human world.
Not just Inaba, just the whole
People in
world.
town are acting weird. It's like when the shadows that emerged from people went berserk. If the fog gets even thicker, and this town is completely shut off from the outside, then the other side might become full of shadows, like over here.
You mean everyone's gonna turn into shadows?
Yeah, they'll all be just like Teddy. It'll be nice.
Do you really want more teddies running around?
Yes, a town full of
We
teddies.
went through so much to get here, and now it turns out he was pulling our strings this whole time?
Yosuke is just so emotional.
It's about time we finish this. I don't want to feel this way ever again.
There's a path we can take now. I sense Adachi's presence from that direction. He's taunting us.
Bring it on! Let's go kick his ass right now!
Yeah.
Wait, I suggest we prepare
No.
ourselves. We can't let him stab us in the back ever again. We must face him with all...
I'm a little worried what he means by the end of the year, but now's not the time. Let's get prepared. Let's get over-prepared and leave footprints all over his stupid smug face.
Yay!
Rank 8.
I've gained so many ranks this stream.
But not with your actual people friends.
Wow. So I'm probably gonna enter the dungeon and then end stream there, most likely.
You're not gonna finish the dungeon on stream today?
No.
Why not?
Because I've been streaming for a while, I'm pretty sure. Although, I don't know how much longer I have. Do you think I could finish the game if I... Well, I don't want to...
Well, let's say you had no issues with any of the bosses or dungeons coming up. You could probably finish the game if you streamed right now up until, you know, the end of the game without stopping before you sleep in the next 5 hours or so. But as I said, assuming you had no problems, so I highly doubt you'd be able to do it.
Fight a monster? Are you trying to tell me that they're big and strong? We'll see. Maybe I will fight one just to see what level it is. Hey, let's go to the TV, man. What the fuck? Alright. Good talk. I'll do one battle so I can judge how long it'll take. Because I could finish the game before I leave for next weekend. But
I mean, as long as you're willing to stream on, like, you know, your non-standard days, you could probably finish the game.
yeah.
Like, when do you leave?
I leave on Friday, but the thing... Normally I would totally do it, but I feel like I should also get a little bit of prep in before I go to the tournament, right? So I don't know exactly. Let's see. Let's just do a quick battle and see how it goes.
Ooh, I see you have a Suzuka Gozen.
What do you mean?
One of your personas.
Oh, yes. Alright, so let me save real quick. Let's see what this world looks like. That's a big monster. Alright. What level are you?
Looks like that one's immune to wind.
67.
Better not lose.
That's not that bad. Also, I thought Rize was supposed to reveal a weakness, wasn't she?
Maybe it has no weakness. Oh yeah, that's the Jin you were talking about.
Yeah, look, it looks just like the Aladdin ghost. Actually, my whole party is filled with boss killers right now, so...
You're not using the persona I use on my run.
What is it?
It was... I guess I'm pretty sure you outleveled at this point now, it's like 3, but it was Samael. It was like a big red snake with wings. It's the Angel of Poison.
Maybe I... Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. These enemies suck. They're not even strong.
Kanji defeated 2 fantastic Kanji-kun.
Have I even hit this thing yet, or what?
Underestimate me?
See, that wasn't so bad. In fact, it didn't even hit me. Well, I guess I did get the player advantage, but Yeah, let me think. I want to say most likely I will not stream the rest of this game during this week because I want to play some CF and prepare, I guess, a little bit. But if I do stream, I'll let you guys know, and I'll post it in the stream channel in FFF. So I'll be closing down for now.
Thanks for the stream.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.
No problem.
Alright, see you later.
Goodbye.